Welcome back, everybody. So today I'm going to show you how I make my holiday cheater gravy. I call it cheater gravy because I'm using store-bought packages of gravy mix, and I add some things to make it my own, and it works like a charm. I do know how to make gravy from scratch, but when I'm cooking a large holiday meal, I'm always looking for ways to sort of make my job easier, and this is definitely one of those ways. Towards the end of the video, I'll show you what I've done in the past to make a scratch-made gravy, but this one is what I'll probably be making this holiday season because I have a lot of homemade pies and sides, turkey and ham to make. So here's how I do it. Okay, so to start, I'm going to boil some chicken legs. I removed the skin from the drumsticks and I've added it to a pot filled with 3.5 quarts of water. I'm gonna add some celery, carrot, onion, and some garlic. And I'm also gonna add a bay leaf. So you're probably wondering, if I'm making a stock or a broth, why not make gravy from scratch? Well, when I do make this, I'm actually making the chicken broth and the chicken to add to my gravy and to my dressing. And I like to add the chicken broth to my dressing. So the day I make my holiday meal, I have my broth, but I also have some chicken and aromatics to add to my gravy. So I've added my bay leaf. My pot of chicken and vegetables are boiling away. I'm gonna let it cook for about 35 to 40 minutes, and I am gonna skim out any foam and anything that floats to the surface. So right at around 35-40 minutes or so, my chicken is done. So now I have chicken. I also have some onion and celery that I can chop up and add to the gravy. So I'm gonna remove everything from the pot, and anything left in the pot as far as broth, I'm definitely going to be using that for my dressings later. Okay, so let's get started with this easy gravy. I'm going to be using a combination of turkey gravy and brown gravy. I'm using 6 packets of turkey gravy and 4 packets of brown gravy. You could use all turkey gravy, chicken gravy, whatever flavored gravy that you like. This is the combination I like to use. Now here I have a 3.6 or 3.9 quart pot. You'll want to use a 4-quart pot. I think that'll work better, but I'm going to start emptying out all of my gravy packets into 10 cups of cold water. The heat is not on. I'm adding it to cold water. Now, the gravy packet instructions basically is a 1 cup of water to 1 packet. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. I've added all 10 of my packets into my 10 cups of cold water, and I'm going to mix and combine well. By the way, for those of you wondering why I don't have the water hot or boiling at this point, because I want to make sure the gravy packet mix and the water combines well without any lumps. So that's why I do that. So once everything is combined well, now I'm going to turn on the heat. I'm going to use a medium setting. I don't want anything to burn before it thickens, so you'll want to use a gradual medium-low setting and just whisk, combine, and stir until your gravy has thickened. Okay, so over a medium to medium-low heat, my gravy is combined and has started to thicken. So now I'm going to add some finely chopped onion that came out of the boiling broth that we did. This is cooked boiled onion. I didn't want to discard it, so I chopped that. I chopped the celery that I boiled the chicken with. I'm also going to chop up some chicken, add that to the gravy, and I will be adding 2 large boiled eggs that I finely chopped. That is optional, but these are ingredients that I like to add to give it a homemade touch. And this is definitely a crowd pleaser with my family, and it's very convenient when you are making a large holiday meal. So here is a closer look at my holiday gravy, and it smells like the holidays. So I'm going to take it back about 3 years and show you what I do to make a gravy from scratch. Here I have 1 shallot, 2 cloves of garlic, and 2 stalks of celery that I've chopped. I'm going to be adding that to about 1 to 1.5 quarts of water, and this is what I'm going to use to flavor my turkey neck broth. I'm adding 1 turkey neck, and you know, turkey necks come sometimes in the cavity of the turkey that you're about to make, so that's kind of what I did. So I'm adding all of that to my pot, and I'm going to bring it to a boil and basically make a turkey broth. By the way, before I forget, I'm also going to add 1 small carrot. So once my broth has simmered with everything in it for about 45 minutes, I'm going to strain everything and I end up with a turkey stock or broth, more like a broth. And this does not have any salt in it because I want to control the salt in the gravy, so I didn't add any to the broth. Okay, so now I'm going to make a roux. Here I have a pan that has been preheating. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter and I'm going to melt that down. Then I'm going to add 2.5 heaping tablespoons of flour, and I'm going to cook and combine the flour with the butter for about a minute, and I am using a medium heat. I don't want to burn it. And once I've combined the butter and flour and it's cooked for a little bit, now I'm going to slowly add my turkey broth, and I'm going to add around 2.5 cups of turkey broth, and this is what's going to make the gravy. Now I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of Kitchen Bouquet browning seasoning, and this is just to give it a little bit of a color, and it does season it, but now I'm going to add salt to taste and some cracked black pepper, and this is easy turkey gravy from scratch. So I hope you guys found these videos helpful, and I hope these are 2 different ways to make your holiday gravy convenient, easy, and delicious. So I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.